What's up, everybody? Hello, hey there, hi. I hope everybody has been doing well. It has been about a month since I made a video, and my apologies. I just needed to take some time off and get myself together, y'all. We've had a lot, and I mean a whole lot going on in the land lately and within the past month. So I hope everyone is taking care of themselves and detoxing themselves from some of the toxins that we sometimes take in and get involved in on social media and in the news and all of the things. And I hope you all are creating environments and atmosphere of peace and positivity and joy in your lives. I wanted to make this video. I am going to freestyle something. This was really just put on my heart. I feel like it was something that I need to just share with you all, and I hope that someone is blessed by it and is more importantly is free from certain things concerning this. So as I'm not even gonna say as some of you know because you probably don't know, but I'm a single mom to three handsome, lovely boys, young men now, and so I raised them in a single parent household. And that came with its own set of trials and tribulations. I won't go too much into the trials and tribulations, but as you can imagine, the co-parenting was not the best at all. There was a lot of immaturity and whatnot. And I'm telling my story not to put anyone on blast. Let me just say that I'm not trying to put any person on blast in this video, but this is just something that I wanted to speak on. In particular, one of my children's fathers, I loved the men that I was with. I loved them truly from my heart. I loved them from a good place. God knew my heart towards them and all of the things. However, the relationship didn't work out. It was outgrowth, basically just outgrowing. I'm just going to be honest. I outgrew them. And I wanted more for my life beyond where I was from. I'm from a small town that, where everybody knew everybody some kind of way. And so I kind of even outgrew that and needed more space to continue to grow in my life. And I wanted more for me and my children. So I, of course, moved to Minnesota or whatever. That was over 17, 18 years ago. So within that move, of course, a couple, my kids' dads, they weren't happy with the move, and I was always accused. But in particular, one of my kids' dads, I loved him dearly, and I did things for him that I had never done for any other man in my life. And so, I just really loved him and I really looked out for him. And that's just how I was, my heart towards him. And I wanted to see him be successful in all of the things in his life, not just for me, but just in general. I really had pure intentions towards this person. And when the relationship didn't work out, not only did he try to throw dirt on my name, he tried to destroy my reputation with other people by saying certain stuff and that was lies, and just by doing in his behaviors. But that also trickled over into the relationship and the co-parenting relationship that we had and the relationship that he has with his child today. And one of the main reasons why the breakup occurred is because he was very verbally and mentally abusive towards me, and I could not take it anymore. And one of the things that he used all the time with me is because it was, the words. He would use words, and that would, break me. And it almost broke me, like seriously, like the words he would use, calling me fat bees. And, it was always attacking my weight and the way that I look. He was always attacking that. And so breaking free from that relationship, I had a lot of work to do on myself, because that definitely took a mental and emotional toll on me, to have someone just that you love and that you admire and, just that you truly love, just do that to you. And so breaking free from that, I had a lot of work to do. I was, damaged and all of the things, and I had a lot of work to do, and I've done the work and I've come a long way. And so in my last few dealings with him, and just trying to still be that person, trying to still, have an open mind and be cool and cordial and all of the things, he still attacks my weight. In which I am not a heavy person. Everybody tells me I carry my weight well, whatever that looks like. But he still would attack with words. He still is trying to attack me with words, as if he has the power, still holds the power of his words over me. And he does not. And I had to remind him of that. Like, you don't have the power anymore over me with those words, because they don't matter. Because look at me. And when I look at him, not so much. And it's not even about when I look at him. It's when the work that I've done, it's that who I put my trust in, who I've put my trust in down throughout the years of my life, how I've walked out my life, how God has showed up and blessed me and my children in my life, and has been such a light in guiding me and my children away from that type of negative energy and negative behavior. So I just wanted to get on here and say to someone, because it is very hurtful when people, it doesn't matter what their place is in your life, if you love them at one point and they are talking bad about you or talking negative, or they always come with this attack, or, you can make it beyond that. You can make it beyond that. Don't ever allow anyone to make you believe that they are the source of your strength and stability. God is the source of your strength and stability, and nobody can take that away. Nobody can take away who you are as a person. I think too, I want to say this too, that sometimes I know when I was living at home, when I lived in my hometown, I had family there. So it was easy for me to always lean on someone. And sometimes it's not always wise for you to lean on to someone. It's better for you to lean into yourself, so that you could tap into the things that God placed down on the inside of you to be able to make it in your life, because people will fail you. People will betray you. They will hurt you. They will do things intentionally. This is not an oops. This is intentionally do and say things that will hurt you and betray you in the worst ways that you know in your heart and mind you would never do to them and never have done to them. And then they will sit up there and try to sweep over it as if it's nothing, and expect you to keep on giving to them and keep on putting up with their behaviors and stuff like that. So yeah, I just wanted to get on here and encourage someone and uplift someone today and say that you are more than how you look, what your weight is, what you look like, all of those things. So don't ever let anybody tell you anything different, and walk out your life with your head held up high, with your chest out, and keep moving on. Because one thing about it is, lies are loud. They're very loud in the very beginning. They're very loud, but the truth is silent. However, the truth It's some about that truth that speaks very loudly, and it shows up. It shows up very loudly. So just keep living out your life, and the truth will always outlive any lie that has been told. And don't ever let anybody discourage you or say words to you about how you're looking, how your appearance, because what's on the inside of you, number one, will always come out. And while people sit up there and talk about other people's appearances and how they look and they did this and we just live in that type of a society, and we've been living in that type of society for quite some time. And it's very disturbing because if you are in that state of mind where you're only focused on what somebody looks like on the outside, you're going to miss out on some very amazing and wonderful and true, real, genuine, loving people messing around, talking about somebody being big or talking about somebody how they present or whatever. It's ridiculous. It is just beyond ridiculous. And it's a little bit bullying, but we're not going there. But just keep your head held high and keep going forward. Keep pushing past the nonsense. You know what God placed. If you really know what God placed in you, and you are putting your hand in the hand of God, He's going to lead you and He's going to guide you into a beautiful life the same way that He did me. So that is all that I wanted to say on here, just short and sweet. I am going to do another video coming up this next week. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is. You got to watch to find out. So just be on the lookout for that, and continue you all to take care of yourself. Drink your water, eat your vegetables, eat more vegetables than anything else. Get your walk in, get your steps in, get your exercise in, whatever that is that you choose to do, and continue to be the best versions of yourself that God created you to be. Peace.